Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Zip Zap Zap, and welcome to another map walkthrough. Well, this time it's map walkthroughs, because I'm going to be showing you my No Hope campaign, which consists of Act 10, 11, and 12, which is 3 maps if you can't count. And right now we're looking at Act 10, which is entitled Radioactive Sunrise. Now, this map is set after the End of Days campaign. If you, don't know what that is, then it was just a zombie campaign I had that went up to 9 acts, and then this is Act 10, obviously. And, yeah, this is after a nuclear war, as you can see. And humans spawn in this street here, in this post-apocalyptic warehouse area. And I built this out as a warehouse area because, well, in Destruction, Alloy Forge, if you make a warehouse, you can build out a long ways, make it flat, and you can have a lot of nice destroyed aesthetics. And it will look really good, and it's just excellent. So up here you can see there's a rocket launcher, but everything's really short in terms of sightline, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. Then there's a Magnum here, and around here there's a little access route that way, and there's another route back this way. I kind of wanted this to lead up onto the street, just there were 2 ways from the street to get in this room, so it was kind of balanced, you know, because 2 entrances is the best, 3 is better, but 2 is the minimum for any sort of infection map. You want to have more than 1 entrance. And here we have the little rooftop it spills out onto. It's pretty short sight lines, but it has a nice view of everything, as you can see. And this pile of rubble right here connects to it. And I was just going for the really big, detailed aesthetic feel in this map, and I think I pulled it off fairly well, because you have a lot of, nice-looking rubble. And, the map's play space itself is still fairly big. And so you can see this street kind of goes into this little T right here, but that way has been blocked off by a big pile of rubble, so you can't continue that street. And then you can go this way, though, up on top of this warehouse here, and this little access ramp right here leads up onto this. You saw the pile of rubble did, and there's another way at the base of the pile of the rubble, too. And then this also leads up on this collapse section here. That all accesses this rooftop right here, which is where these zombies spawn. You saw the blue spawn points a second ago. They all just run at the human street down the street. You can see here, this street continues a bit this way. Pretty similar to the street before, though. And yeah, the collapsed warehouse right here connects back that way. There's a connection to the right. There's another connection to the right here. And then the last one hooks right back into the spawn, which I'm about to walk to. And that should be just about it for this map once we reach the spawn. You can see the weapons I've picked up. There's more around the map, but that's the important ones. And yeah, let's hop on over to Act 11. Alright, now we're on Act 11, and as you can see, we're in a darker, with purple on, subway area. It's been destroyed, obviously. It's post-apocalyptic. And humans spawn back here with their backs against a wall. They're facing the subway, so it seems like it should be fairly obvious your only access route is to go through the subway. You can pick up a shotgun, a DMR, and you can see where the conductor would have sat. And then there's chairs and stuff, and walk through here. And I really like this area right here. It feels really apocalyptic and kind of, just that apocalyptic feel. There's not really a good way to describe it besides that. And right here you can see I put an arrow on the floor just to avoid confusion for people. That's pointing that way because you have to hold out in this train for a little while, but a ladder will spawn in eventually that you can use to climb up, and that's just to point you in the right direction, because it can be hard to navigate this map because everything kind of looks similar with the big rubble piles everywhere. So right there, you saw the zombies teleporter in. They can drop down right there, or they can drop in on top of people and get the jump on them and make things exciting. So you just hold out there as a human, and then eventually, when the time comes, the ladder will spawn in, which the arrow is pointing towards. You can go ahead and hop in that and jump up, and then once you're there, you just climb over the top and head onto the platform, and up and out, pretty much. It's simple. And there's a lot of rubble everywhere. I tried to make it feel pretty destroyed, and like you're kind of sheltered underground, and you're about to see what's about to happen. Right when you walk out that door there, it's a big shock, and I like it a lot. Just look at this. Just boom. It's really impressive. It's just kind of like, it's supposed to be shock and awe whenever you walk out of that building, because you walk out to this massive, just destroyed cityscape, which I think looks really good. Got these nice detailed rubble piles, but there's a lot of them around the big, huge building in the center there. and then lots of off-lying structures that just give it a really nice feel. And there's lots of streets. Of course, you can't go down them because, well, that'd be deviating from the map, but it makes it feel big, so that's the good news. And yeah, oh, I just teleported down to what would have been my death if I didn't have Forge with me. And you might be curious what that is. Well, that's a teleporter that spawns in the event of people camping at the bottom parts of the map. As I was walking around taking my sweet time showing you, and I should have been up by then in any sort of gameplay situation. And yeah, that's just to kind of take care of people who like to camp, because I don't want people camping. I want people progressing through the map as I've shown you, because it's a linear map. It's not meant to be sit in one spot and rack as many kills as possible. That's kind of obnoxious. So yeah, anyways, we're in the office building now. You have to ascend this to the top. You can see there's some nice aesthetics around here and stuff. Climb up this ladder here with another arrow pointing to it, of course. You can grab a DMR, you can look out here, get another really nice view of all this destroyed stuff. And the office itself is pretty detailed again. And right here there's a ladder. Spawns in at 180 seconds, which if you don't know is 3 minutes. And you're backed up kind of against this opening here to try to make it feel precarious, because you're not really that high off the ground, but you're pretty high off the ground. And if you fall off, you'll hit the teleporter and die. So it's kind of high risk, and that's just how I wanted it. It gives it a good feel. And yeah, you climb up the ladder and just kind of wrap around that last office floor and climb up that collapse, and you're at the top, and you get another nice view. I just really like that one little area there because it feels huge and it's detailed and stuff. But yeah, you're on the roof now, and you grab a shotgun, health pack, and a radio, and you've reached the end of Act 12. Now we're going to head on over to Act... Oh, I just said Act 12. We've reached the end of Act 11. Now we're going to head over to Act 12. This is the actual Act 12. I apologize if I said that. And I also forgot that Act 11 is entitled Ashes to Dust. And Act 12 right here is entitled The High Road. So, sorry about that. I got that all cleared up now, though. And as you can see, Act 12 is a massive destroyed highway again during the daytime, whereas Act 11 is during the nighttime. And I really wanted to make this feel, you know, final and have a sense of finality about it, and very intense and stuff. So you have just this huge destroyed highway you have to walk across, and humans obviously spawn at the very back, as you can see, and you can pick up guns along the way. But before you can progress too far, you run into this kind of wall of vehicles, and your jump height's reduced, so you can't quite jump over anything. And basically you have to hold out until there will be a landmine that spawns under everything, and there will be this huge explosion. It'll look awesome, and it'll clear the vehicles out of the way for you, and it'll be a nice entrance to the next area. And the zombies teleport, as you can see, using man cannons. They launch to right where I just went, or to right here where this is going to send me. And there went the explosion, as you can see. It looks good. Big through rubble. You did see a little disco there. Unfortunately, that happens when you're standing far away from it, but no one should really be far away from it, except for the zombies. It doesn't really matter if they get disco, honestly. So, yeah, there's that. And then you can just climb on through this wreckage here and continue ahead. Drop over this little lip here, and then you'll be on this nice flat section, the last flat section of the highway for a while. You get a health pack. You're kind of stock up. This area is kind of like the preparation for the hard part, like the little boss battle at the end, which is the climbing this hill right here. Because it's hard to climb this hill, trust me. It may look hard to navigate, but if you just cling to the leftmost lane on the way up on this part, you can make it up. Then you can switch to the lanes farther right when you progress high enough. And the reason the highway's like this, if you might ask, is not because the highway designers were stupid. Is because the nuclear explosions, you know, altered the fault line system. These huge mountains just came up out of the ground. I know it's not really feasible, all you geography people, but it's just what happened. And yeah, it just ripped up and destroyed all this stuff. And yeah, if you make it past there, which is impressive, mind you, you've reached the top, you've reached the end, you did it. You fought hard. It's still going to be hard here, but it's a little more open, a little more flat. You can see them coming from a little further away. But the problem is... oh no, the fault line system kind of ripped apart everything else, so you can't continue along the highway. Meaning, you're trapped at the end here, and you're going to have to fight until you die, or until the round ends, one of the two. And then the zombie teleporter is right here. And, yeah, that's about it. I thank you for watching. I'm the Zip Zap Zap. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.